What's up, guys? It's Mizuna, and I built a thing. So this is our new house. It's obviously not done yet. I've got a lot of details to add, and this area is going to be expanding, but it has great bones. I'm going to be adding a lot to this area, not just on this island between episodes, so expect to see things change around here. But for now, we've got some things to do, and I think I see... Maybe we have... Oh, Lewin, it looks like, gave us a present. I accidentally made more than I needed. Watermills from Extra Utilities. Cool. I was actually thinking about getting into this mod at some point soon, so we'll have to look into that. That's really cool. Awesome. So today I'd like to work with. This is throwing me off, but I like it. Today I'd like to work with blood magic, as I said in the previous episode. So if we head up to the roof here, I have laid out this building in such a way that I have the right amount of space for a maximum tier blood altar. There are 6 tiers. This is a tier 1. If we lay out 8 runes just around the side of this guy, which we saw was set up, although I didn't really talk about it in the previous episode, if we lay out 8 runes around the side of this side, that's a tier 2. Tier 3, you need to go out by 1 from there, and then down by 1, and then lay out runes around in a square there with a pillar with glowstone on top, and that's a tier 3. And then tier 4 requires us to get into the binding ritual, which is really what I want to do today. So I am going to do that. Really cool stuff happens around tiers 3 and 4. However, to make that happen, we're going to need to be automating these slates, because I am not going to stand there and prick my finger a million times to get to make a ton of these slates. For the tier 3 altar, I think we need 25 of these things. That's a ton of crafting, and it takes forever. So we're going to need to work on a way to automate those slates. I think there's a pretty easy way. There's a way through blood magic, but I think the easiest way for now is going to be the item conduit from Ender.io. So that requires some conduit binder and some pulsating iron nuggets. This is just, here we go. Ender Pearl plus Iron Ingot gives pulsating iron. You get 8 of these so actually you get 24 of these for every 1 Ender Pearl, which is really cool. Conduit Binder is just clay, gravel, and sand. Easy peasy. This will also help us fix the chicken farm. It's not like broken or anything, but it'll make it better. So I'm going to go back to the house. I'm going to craft some of that stuff up. It's just an Ender Pearl and iron in an alloy smelter. And then we're going to make some of this conduit, and I think I'll meet you back at the chicken farm, and we'll do that part first. Okay, I have redesigned the chicken farm system somewhat with our item conduits from Ender.io, which I have crafted. And now it works like this. The chickens stand on the hopper. The hopper picks up the eggs. The hopper then dispenses the eggs to the crafter, which it has always done. Then the item conduit pulls on the green channel from the hopper, so anything that is not an egg will go into the crafter, because obviously, well, it'll either it'll go into the crafter. Because there's no other space for it to go. Eggs can't go in the culinary generator. They can't go in either of these drawers. So there you go. And I have this set to extract on green, always active. So you can configure these a lot of ways. You can make them respond to redstone. You can make them round robin. You can make them like on 16 different channels. You can add item filters, speed upgrades, all sorts of things. So then I put the egg salad, I extract from the crafter on green also into this barrel. That's an insert, and this is the insert for the feathers, which this is also pulling out into here, and extract from here into the culinary generator. So this culinary generator has a slightly higher priority than this barrel, so it should always remain full. I'm actually going to do one more thing here, and I'm going to turn this from just insert to in and out. So I'm going to extract with on the green channel as well from this barrel, so that in the very unlikely condition that somebody somehow pulls all of the egg salad out of here or something, and I don't know. It's just kind of a safeguard. I doubt, like, I can't actually think of a logical situation where it would happen, but basically if this runs out of egg salad and runs out of power, this can't craft more egg salad, so it won't keep going in that situation. Excuse me, I'm a little bit... I'm eating at the same time. So, yeah, that's that system taken care of, and it should work really well, and it should work forever. I've crafted 2 more things. Emerald upgrade for you, so now you can hold 416 stacks of egg salad, and a void upgrade for you, so that if it fills up with feathers, it'll just delete the rest. So, there you go. This system should run until we have 416 stacks of egg salad in this barrel. And that's just 4 chickens in a box. Like, really, really easy. Really, really cool. A few things around here have changed. We've got these little balls of light everywhere. I have no idea what they are or what mod they're from, but I'm guessing Leowen is the one who has put those up, because they're all around her builds as well, so I don't know what those are, but they're cool. They're like, you know, they're similar to the Scylights. Maybe they are Scylights? Do these say unnamed? No, these see conjured block. I don't know. I don't know what they are. But I like them, so that's fine. So now I have more item conduit, and I also have some wood in my inventory, and we're going to head back to home. And I've got a plan for how I want to automate the slates, for which I'm actually going to need some flint as well, now that I think about it. It's a temporary solution, because in the future we're going to be automating the slates with blood magic itself. I'd like to... Ooh, that took a minute. Yeah, I would like to kind of automate inside the mod, but for now, I think I have an idea of how I want to do it, and it should be really, really easy to do. So I'm going to get back there. I'm going to lay out the configuration in blocks, just in blocks, for the tier 4 altar and where I want to have it, so we know exactly how many blocks we need and everything. Then I'll bring you guys back. So this is where I'm going to put the altar, right on top of this building. What I've got laid out here is the shape of the tier 4 altar. The tier 5 is bigger, and the tier 6 is even bigger. It's huge, actually. Like, just giant. Huge, huge, huge. So I have a tier 2. If we grab our book here, the Sanguine... No, that's not it. The Divination Sigil is what I need. Right here. The Divination Sigil. If we grab our Divination Sigil, you can see right here, current tier 2. So there you go. And that's because I crafted some of these blank runes. Ignore that. That's from... I was going to do a Botania tangent, but then I remembered how awful fishing in Minecraft is. So I guess we're not doing that today. So, runes. The blank runes are 2 blank slates and 6 stone with an orb that is not absorbed. So we're going to need a lot of these. Like, a really huge number. I also want some speed runes, which requires sugar and even more blank slates around a rune. So that's kind of crazy. And since for now I think I'm going to be using just my own blood for this until we get it to tier 3 when I can make the Well of Suffering, which we'll get to next episode, I believe, I want some runes of self-sacrifice, which require reinforced slates, which are even more blood, and it's just a huge, big deal. For now, blank slates. So blank slates are just stone in a blood altar with some blood in it, right? Sounds easy enough. How are we going to automate this? For now, I've come up with a way that's very easy and that I think will work really, really well for us. If we just use some item conduits and a drawer, turn this to in and out, to insert on green and extract on green, always active, and then we put this to insert and extract, insert on green, extract on green, always active. Then what we can do is we can Is this what I want to do here? I think it is. I think what we need is some item filters from Ender.io. How I'm going to do this is I'm going to make sure that only stone gets put into the blood altar, and then I'll pull out the slates from the blood altar until we have one stack of each. For which, by the way, I have a really cool thing called the storage downgrade from storage drawers. Reduces base storage to a single stack. So if I put this on our half drawer here, bam, now it can only hold one stack of anything that we put in it. So if I put stone in here, what happens? Nothing? Ah, that's why. And it will put more than one in. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I thought I had a really easy solution for this, but I might not have. How do you make those item filters anyway? There's the basic and the advanced. The basic is just a hopper with paper. The advanced is a Z logic controller, so can't do that. Might have to get into extra utilities, because I know it has a number filter. I don't recall if Ender.io can tell you how many items you've put in a thing. If it can, then this will work great. Otherwise, we'll have to use extra utilities. Okay, so this presents a bigger challenge than I thought. I'm going to think about it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I was right, or at least I think I was right, that there's no easy way to do this with Ender.io. So instead, we're going to have to use a combination. So what I've got here is a basic drawer that I'm going to just put stone into. Then here is a transfer node from extra utilities 2, a transfer pipe, and a transfer filter. These filters are really cool because you can designate that you only want a single item to go into an inventory. For instance, the blood altar. I then have just an item conduit from Ender.io that's going to pull the items out of the blood altar and put them into this basic drawer. I've got a couple of pieces of cobblestone in there. I've already got the stack limiter, so it'll only accept one stack of items in each drawer. And basically, how this is going to work is I'm going to put a blank slate in there, and a reinforced slate in there, and then it's just going to fill up the blank slate. When that's full, this is going to stay once it's a blank slate, improve all the way up into the reinforced, get pulled out, put in here, and I'll end up with a stack of blank and a stack of reinforced. So that'll be really, really easy to do. Now, all we need to do is get blood into this thing, for which I have a temporary solution as well. From Blood Magic, I give you the incense altar. So how the incense altar works is as long as you put it outside, well, actually, I don't think it needs to be outside even, but there's like a multi-block that goes with it that makes it better and better and better. But if you just put it down, right, and then have your sacrificial dagger with you, then you see these particle effects. Those tell you that the dagger is getting charged. Then, when I walk up to the blood altar and right-click, it'll take all but one of my hearts, which I'll then regenerate. Then, since I'm standing next to the incense altar, this will happen again. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do this. So, blank slates go in there, and then I will get a reinforced slate and put it in there. So, we're just going to do this for a while until we have some blank slates saved up. And, by the way, the reason this didn't automatically pull out like I told you it was going to is because I don't have this turned on right now. Because I want to... Excuse me, I'm trying to manage a bunch of stuff at the same time here. Because I wanted to set both of these drawers up to have the item that I want in them first. So, yeah. Now, it's just kind of a grind. We can make this better later, and these runes obviously need to be speed runes or runes of self-sacrifice before this will be really good. But that's okay. I'm thinking self-sacrifice first, and then speed runes later. But for now, this is fine. Yeah, so I know I said I was going to get to the tier 4 altar today, but guys, there's a lot of grind ahead. Grinding out all these runes is going to take me a really long time, and it's already kind of late tonight. So for now, I'm actually going to call it a day. I hope you don't mind. Tomorrow, I will continue working on this and get the tier 4 altar set up. I will then... Well, let's see. Okay, let me reframe this a little bit, okay? In between episodes, I am going to go mining because we're very low on resources. I'm going to clean up around here and get a basic storage system installed here so that we have a place for all our items at this base. I'm going to grind out a bunch of these slates, blank and reinforced, so that we have them to work with. And then I'm going to bring you back when I'm crafting the runes to make this into a tier 4. We're going to build the tier 4 together. We're going to get the Well of Suffering up and running as well. And I think, I might be wrong, but I think it's about time that we work on a little bit of tech. In particular, to solve that storage issue I was talking about. And I think the route I'm going to go this time around is Applied Energistics 2. So, also in between episodes, I'm going to go exploring, find some of the presses that we're going to need in the meteors from AA2. If that sounds like gibberish to you, then you have not played modded with AA2, but that's okay. I'll explain it when we get there. Anyway, the next episode's going to be super busy. This one, we got some stuff done. We built this base, which took a long time. We designed all this, which took a long time. Lots of walking back and forth, but it'll all be worth it in the end. So guys, for now, if you liked this episode, leave a like and a comment down below. If you loved it, subscribe for more content every day. I hope I see you next time. As always, this is Mizuna, signing off.